First Chronicles, Day 1. Who wrote it? Traditionally, it's attributed to Ezra the scribe, though it draws from earlier royal records and prophetic writings. What's it about? What's the overview of it? First Chronicle retells Israel's history with a strong emphasis on genealogies, worship, and King David's reign. It begins with long records tracing Israel's tribes back to Adam, then focuses heavily on David's rise, preparation for the temple, organization for worship, and the spiritual foundation of the kingdom. Unlike 1st and 2nd Kings, it highlights David's successes and God-centered leadership rather than his failures. When was it written? It was approximately 450 to 400 BC, after the Babylonians' exile, reflecting on Israel's history for a restored community. Where are the settings? The geological records are all over Israel. Then Jerusalem, it focuses on David's reign and worship center. And then the preparation for the temple is the future Solomon's temple. What was the purpose? Why was it written? It was to share the importance of Israel's spiritual identity and heritage. It was to show God's covenant with David and his chosen line. It was to show the central role of worship and temple. It was to show proper leadership supports spiritual life. It was to show encouragement for a restored people after exile. First Chronicles helps Israel remember who they are and who God called them to be. The key themes is geology, identity, worship in the temple, the covenant, God's faithful leadership, spiritual order and structure, and preparation for worship. The key verse is First Chronicles 16:11. Look to the Lord and his strength. Seek his face always. The teaching insight. First Chronicles emphasizes that spiritual identity is rooted in God's covenant and worship, not just historical history or political events. It shows David not as a fallen man, but as a worship-centered leader who prepared everything for God's presence to dwell among his people. After exile, this book reminds Israel that their true foundation is not lost. They belong to God.